Bore da, ffrindiau. Well, for some reason, let me see if I can turn my light off a second. That's better. My book didn't like my light then. Shall we start with our good morning song? Barod. Bore da, sit tighty, da iawn diolch, bore da. Now this book, oh, I love it. I know I say that about lots of books. I love stories. I love stories, and most of all, because it's a Julia Donaldson book with Axel Scheffler, and it's called The Scarecrows Wedding. And you know, he is so brave. Are we ready for a lovely rhyming story? Betty O'Barley and Harry O'Hay were scarecrows. They scared lots of crows every day. Harry loved Betty and Betty loved Harry. So Harry said, "Betty, my beauty, let's marry. Let's have a wedding, the best wedding yet. A wedding that no one will ever forget." So there they are in the fields being busy scaring all those crows away. Betty agreed. So they hugged and they kissed. Then Betty said, "Harry dear, let's make a list." "Just as you say," answered Harry O'Hay. So they wrote down things they would need on their day. A dress of white feathers, a necklace of shells, lots of pink flowers, 2 rings and some bells. Then Harry gave Betty O'Barley his arm, and the scarecrow set off on a hunt around the farm. They hadn't gone far when they spotted some geese. "Oh, geese, if you'll give us a feather apiece, you can come to our wedding, the best wedding yet, the wedding that no one will ever forget." "We will," honked the geese, and they each gave a feather. A spider friend offered to sew them together. "Hooray!" cried the scarecrows. They hugged and they kissed, and they hurried back home and crossed dress off their list. Then Harry gave Betty O'Barley his arm, and they set off once more on their hunt around the farm. They hadn't gone far when some cows gathered round, and the bells round their necks made a wonderful sound. Ring-a-ding-ding, ring-a-ding-ding. "Oh, cows, will you please come and make your bells ring for our wonderful wedding, the best wedding yet, the wedding that no one will ever forget?" "Yes," mooed the cows, "we can tinkle our bells." Then a crab scuttled up with a necklace of shells. 2 mice found 2 rings in a bin. They were certain the rings had belonged to an old farmhouse curtain. "Hooray!" cried the scarecrows. They hugged and they kissed. "Pink flowers are the only things left on our list." Then Harry said, "Betty dear, I can find those. Why don't I pick some while you have a doze?" Pink flowers, buzzed a big stripy bee. "I can find you a field of pink flowers. Follow me." So the bee led the way, and they travelled for hours till they came to a field full of pretty pink flowers. Harry stood thinking, "I won't pick them yet. I'll need to find water to keep their stalks wet." He's sensible, this Harry. Fair play. "Just follow me," croaked a lumpy old toad. "There's a lovely wet pool at the top of this road." They climbed up the road. It was terribly steep. My weddy blino now, he's tired now. "I'm tired," said the toad, so they stopped for a sleep. Early next morning they came to a pool. "This water," said Harry, "is beautifully cool, but now I need something to carry it in. A jar or a vase or a cup or a tin." "I think I can help," said a small squirrely snail. "I can show you the way to a very fine pail." Now, do you think he's going to be able to go very fast, this snail? So the snail and the scarecrow set off on their way, but the snail was so slow it took more than a day. Now, if Harry had had any sense, he could have picked the snail up, couldn't he? And the snail could have told him the way. Betty was worried. "What's happened to Harry? Where is the scarecrow I'm planning to marry?" The farmer came by with a frown on his face. and he made a new scarecrow to take Harry's place. Now he's looking very dapper, isn't he? "Good day," said the scarecrow. "I'm Reginald Rake." He took Betty's hand and he gave it a shake. "Together," he told her, "we make a fine pair. You're really quite pretty, apart from your hair." Then he jumped in the tractor and told her, "Hop in, I'm a really fast driver. Let's go for a spin." But Betty said, "No, I must wait here for Harry. He is a scarecrow I'm going to marry. We're planning our wedding, the best wedding yet, the wedding that no one will ever forget." Reginald laughed. "He'll be waiting forever. Forget about Harry. I bet he's not clever." Uh-oh. "I must be the cleverest scarecrow alive. I can sing lots of songs. I can dance. I can drive. I'm dashing. I'm daring. I'm cool as can be. I can even blow smoke rings. Just watch me and see." Uh-oh. That's a very sensible idea. Look, they're in a big field of straw and hay, and she's made out of straw and hay. And what happens to that if there's a fire nearby? And he took out a big fat cigar from a packet the farmer had foolishly left in his jacket. "But smoking is bad for you," Betty exclaimed. "Really, you ought to be feeling ashamed." "Don't be a fusspot," said Reginald Rake. "My smoke rings are staggering. Make no mistake." He struck up a light and he tried hard to smoke, but straight away started to splutter and choke. What happened next was completely unplanned. The lighted cigar tumbled out of his hand. It fell to the ground and it started a fire. Betty screamed, "Help!" as the flames flickered higher. But Reginald Rake said, "I'd better be off." And he bounded away with a terrible cough. Oh no, he's left Betty in the fire on her own. Then suddenly, who should appear on the farm but Harry O'Hay with a pail on his arm? "Betty," cried Harry, "my own future wife." He poured on the water and saved Betty's life. Then they picked up the flowers, they hugged and they kissed, and they said, "Now that's everything crossed off the list. A dress of white feathers, a necklace of shells, lots of pink flowers, 2 rings and some bells." So Betty O'Barley and Harry O'Hay wed one another the very next day, and everyone, even the snail who was late, said, "Don't they look happy, and don't they look great?" This, they agreed as they sprinkled confetti on Harry O'Hay and his beautiful Betty, is the best wedding ever, the best wedding yet, the wedding that no one will ever forget. Oh, and that's the end. So that Reginald Rake, he pretended to be all those things, and he was a big fat fib, wasn't it? He was nothing but a liar and not very clever at all, because he started a big fire in the hayfield. What a fool! What a fool! Are we ready then? I'll vow, Frindiai, I'll vow, Frindiai, I'll vow, Frindiai, mine amser dweud I'll vow. Tooraloora, bantany, 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 tooraloora, bantany, mine amser dweud I'll vow. See you all tomorrow.